So today we're going to mix things up a little bit. Today we're going to put you through an exercise. Actually, we're going to do an exercise together. Tara's got her pad.
Ready to do it.
And so I want you to pause this right now. Go get a pad of paper and a pen or a pencil and let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad you're here. This is Tara and Roxanne. We are here to calm your mind so you can enjoy your life. What we have for you today as a compliment is a quiz that you can take for people who are trying to really assess the stress in their life. How much is there? What do I need to deal with specifically? In the description below is a link. Just go take this little quiz. You might want to take it before you continue this tape, or you can actually do it afterwards. It doesn't matter.
Yep. And then you'll get results as well.
Yes.
Yeah, which is really good. And some action steps, some stuff
Very
you
helpful.
can do about it. Yeah. Nothing like finding out you're stressed and then just sitting in it.
No.
That's
I'm not going to let you do that. That's not happening.
No. So today we're actually doing an exercise. So we're going to get hands in. We're not just listening and learning and theoretical today. We're diving in. So we're going to help you get some clarity on what emotional goal you're actually moving towards. Because it's one thing to know you're unhappy with where you're at, and there's another thing to know where you're going, right? And so we're going to help identify that today. Because your intention, I assume, and yours, is to calm your mind, right?
Yes.
And to calm your body and enjoy parts of your life, not just power through, right? This I got through the day thing is overrated, and quite frankly, we're over it.
Yep.
We're over it.
Yep.
So let's figure out exactly what that would look like so you know what goal that you're shooting towards, right?
Exactly.
Otherwise, it's
Get
like,
to know that part of yourself and let that be.
Otherwise, it's like doing archery with a blindfold.
Oh, no.
Right? That's it's no good. It's no good. So, all right. So get super comfortable, whatever that looks like for you. Be in a comfortable spot. You don't have to sit straight up. You don't have to cross your legs. You don't have to be in any certain spot. Just get super comfortable. Are you
I
comfortable?
will demonstrate. You'll probably do it as well, I'm sure, but I'm going to actually do the exercise.
Perfect. Okay. Take a big, deep breath through your nose and push it out through your mouth like this. Make a noise.
I did.
You're so polite. She's so sweet. Dainty. Okay. Now we're going to do a body check.
Okay.
It's what I call a mental body check. Do this whenever. I do it in the car a lot. But we're going to do it right now. So take your attention to your forehead. Is it relaxed? You find your eyebrows drop a little bit. Take your attention to your jaw. Is that relaxed? Let your mouth fall open a little bit if it needs to. Your shoulders. Make sure you're not, we tend to do this without even realizing it. Your lower back. You probably have it arched, so let that kind of fall a little bit. And then your toes. Are your toes curled up? Make sure they can wiggle freely. You'll find if you check, even when you're walking places or driving, you end up tensing your toes. In fact, if you check even 5 minutes later, your toes are probably curled up a
Tense
little
right
bit.
back up. Huh?
Yeah, so it's a good idea to do a body check every now and again anyway, but that's something we want to do right now for this exercise. So after each question, we're going to read the questions. After each one, kind of close your eyes and picture it a little bit. Like actually envision a little bit, even if it feels like you're making it up.
Okay.
And then you can see and kind of feel the answer, what feels good to you. We're really going to ask you to touch your intuition, which everybody has. So just dig into that just a little bit.
Okay.
Or allow it. That's a better response. We're not
Right.
digging into anything. Just kind of get super comfortable and allow it to happen. And then write down what your answer is. And you can flesh them out more later, or you can find a question, push pause, and then finish your answer and come back and do the next one. So there's no time better or worse. Like there's no faster or slower doesn't make it better or worse. What I was trying to say. Just twisted my words. We're going to do it very quickly to expedite the
Purposes,
video.
sure.
Yeah, but you can pause it if you need to. Okay, so who we're going to meet here today is the peaceful you. We all know what the stressful you looks like. We know how she operates, how her decisions are made, and the results that she receives.
Yes.
Right. And so we're going to see what would the peaceful you do. And we're not just going to do it by doing the opposite, because that's not always true. Because you already do a lot of things right.
Absolutely.
We're just going to refine
Absolutely.
those, the ones that aren't serving you as well. But first we have to identify them. right?
Okay.
That's the goal. So here we go. So first question is, what does the peaceful you look like? Physically look like? What clothes does she wear? Right? How does she stand? How does she walk through a room? Are her shoulders back? Her head's up? Is she hiding in a bunch of layers in a hoodie?
Oh dear.
Is she, picture her, what does she look like? Has she got that hairstyle you always wanted to have? Maybe. All right. So how does the peaceful you feel inside? Does she feel light and fun? Is she gregarious, outgoing? Is she sweet and generous? Like, how does she feel inside her body? And how does the peaceful you behave? What does she do? Is she outgoing? Is she more, I don't know, she let everybody cut in front of her? She's not a doormat, right?
No, she's
No.
not. She just has grace and compassion in my eyes.
Yes, I love that. And what does the peaceful you look forward to? In like an alternate kind of thing, it's a whole other person standing in front of you. What does she look forward to? What kind of, I don't know, celebrations maybe? I know that a lot of times the stressful us can just look forward to relief. So what is she looking forward to? She obviously has bigger goals, bigger dreams than just
Absolutely.
making this stop, whatever this is, right? What kind of relationships does she have? The peaceful you, what kind of relationships does she have? Maybe they're comfortable in silence, and they're supportive, and maybe they're wild. Maybe we're jumping off cliffs and having adventures, right? Because she's not bound up in all this stress. She's out to be free and express that part of herself.
Sure.
So peaceful doesn't have to mean sedate. Understand that. It's just a calm, peaceful you, so you can enjoy all the things. What kind of parent is the peaceful you?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a fun one, because that parent isn't necessarily permissive,
No.
overly permissive, but probably really listens and, understands and is able to guide appropriately without feeling guilt in the middle of the night. Have you ever been up all night wondering if you did the right thing? Right? Whereas if it comes from a peaceful, loving place, you know that you did the right thing.
Right.
You can trust that impulse that you had in your gut. So, what kind of boundaries does the peaceful you have? Because if you're peaceful, you're probably not angry or pushing against, but you're advocating for yourself, and for your family and your peace and your productivity and all the things that you want. So there's definitely boundaries there. They're probably just less pushing against than protecting and holding on to, So it's just a different feel. I know it sounds like semantics, but it's really not.
It's really important how it's.
Oh, 1,000%. And what kind of environment does the peaceful you live in? And I mean physically, is there a lot of clutter everywhere, or maybe it's like a minimalist kind of a thing? I just said both those because they're the opposite ends of the spectrum. What kind of colors are around, and energetically. And what I mean by that is, you walk into a place and you can just feel it's kind of tense or it's kind of chaotic, and it doesn't let you settle. You ever been? Yeah.
Yes.
So
yes.
you have to create that kind of energetic environment for yourself in order to maintain that peace. No matter what happens outside, you come in and there's your sanctuary.
That's right. Sanctuary is a great word for that.
Yes. So really go ham on those, especially the physical aspects and how you feel. Write down details, like what pictures are on the walls and what kind of top is your peaceful self wearing, and what color is her hair? Is she wearing the bright red lipstick, or does she not feel like she has to wear any and she's just beautiful without it? So really nail that down for yourself, because the more you get to know her, the closer you are to becoming her. And the reason being, Another way to do that is now that you know her, the more you get to know her, read it in the morning, add to it. Every time you see something or feel something, or you see maybe something at the store, like a beautiful pillow or a decoration of some sort, and you go, she would love that.
Mm-hmm.
And you can add that to your list later. So this
And
doesn't
almost
have to be a one and
celebrate
done.
her when you get those times
Yes.
where she's there and that's who you are and that side of you got a chance to
Mhm.
shine.
Take a second and be
Really?
grateful.
Mm,
Yes.
Gosh, yes.
Grateful for that. So whenever you're feeling frustrated or impatient, angry, any of that, ask yourself if you're making choices that are in alignment with your peaceful self, or if you're just perpetuating your stressful self, right? And there's no judgment. Just stop for a second in your mind and go, is this how the peaceful me would react? Is this what she would do? Maybe there's another way. And then you can pivot your reactions and reframe kind of the mental conversation you have around a situation. Because stressful us, quite frankly, or quite frequently, can become a victim,
Mhm.
always on the defense, trying to make sure that nobody is going to hurt us or attack us. And peaceful you knows she's at peace. She's at peace with what's happening, and she understands her power within that. It's not like she's complacent. She just understands the big picture and uses her power within it. So she's way more productive and way more powerful in her reactions. They're just not so defensive and aggressive. If that
It's a
makes
beautiful
sense.
thing.
I hope that
Yes.
makes sense. So when making choices, take a second and ask yourself, is this what is this decision going to take me closer to being her, my peaceful self, or farther away? And simple little things like what TV shows to watch and what to engage with on social media, that kind of thing. So not life-altering things, just little things like, would she watch that Jeffrey Dahmer thing?
No. But even it's in relationships too, don't you think?
Sure.
The
Well, then-
people you choose
yes.
to be around you
Absolutely.
will feed that part of you and make that
Absolutely.
part shine brighter. And you know when you have a friend that happens.
Absolutely.
Spend time.
And that's what I was thinking too. Once you see that there's an impact and you're used to making that decision with the smaller things, then yes, dive into relationships.
Bigger
Absolutely.
things. Got
Bigger
it.
things. Because there are more emotions tied to them, there's more beliefs, there's more expectations from yourself and others, and so it's harder to do that. So yeah, build up to that. But yeah, once you've strengthened that muscle and you really know her, I mean, she is you. She's in there. She wants to get out, right? And you feel with that.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
getting out.
So now
right.
it's like, where do I live? What kind of relationships do I engage in? And bigger things that involve different emotions and different, bigger, more significant aspects of your life, for sure. So,
Beautiful.
yeah. How
Okay.
did your list come out? Nice and long?
My list came out, well, it's kind of short, but it's a thought-provoking list. So something to work on and
Gonna
work
keep,
with.
keep working on it.
I sure am.
Yeah. You can even name her if you want. I've seen that done a lot of times.
I think you should name the side that you don't want anymore, and you should be using your name for the side you do.
Good call.
Yep.
Yes.
I have a friend who does that.
Okay.
Her husband will say, "Ooh, Lola's here today," instead of Lori. Lori's okay, but that Lola, man,
Oh, that's funny.
isn't it funny?
So what would your name do? Have you ever done that?
Well, my brothers have names for me, but let's not go into that. That gives them too much power.
So, okay, well, I'm going to come up with one. So you come up with one too. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And you come up with one too.
Please do.
And let us know what it is.
Do remember, this is Tara and Roxanne. We are here to calm your mind so you can enjoy your life. Don't forget that quiz, everybody.
Yeah.
Very informative for you. As Roxanne said, you'll get your results and kind of an eye-opener.
Absolutely. The peaceful you would want to know
Yeah,
if
the
she was
real you
chronically
does.
stressed. Yes. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Good luck with this exercise and let us know how it went for you. We
Yeah.
would really love to just share in your joy as she develops. Let us know how that's going.
We love the feedback.
Yes.
Be well, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.